So India have named a 16-man squad for the first test against Bangladesh starting in Chennai on the 19th of September. A few talking points worth addressing. Let's take a look. Most notable is the name that doesn't make the list because India continue to wait on the return of Mohammed Shami. It was hoped that Shami will be back for this series, having undergone a long period of rehab. He's been at the NCA for a few months, having undergone surgery and not having played competitive cricket since the end of last year's ODI World Cup. But the wait goes on longer. When he returns is yet to be known, but for the time being, that means a gain for Yash Dayal, who gets a maiden test call-up. This on the back of decent domestic performances on the whole and a good outing in the Duleep Trophy, where he took 3 wickets in the second innings of India B's win over India A. Dayal is also a point of difference. Left-arm seamers have been few and far between for India since Zaheer Khan left the test match stage. So let's see if Yash Dayal actually gets a go in these tests against Bangladesh. We will see Rishabh Pant in test colours again, and that is such important news for India. It might have been on expected lines, but that is a player India so dearly want back in their test setup, especially considering the assignment ahead of them towards the end of the year in Australia. Now, Pant got to prove his red ball fitness for the first time since that unfortunate accident in December 2022 at the Duleep Trophy. He too was part of that India B side and even smashed a quick-fire 50 in the second innings, alongside having a good game behind the stumps with some really sharp takes. Despite Pant coming back, Dhruv Jurel, who got his debut in that test series against England earlier in the year, retains a spot in the squad. There is also a return for KL Rahul. He doesn't have the wicketkeeper designation next to him as per the BCCI squad announcement, but a notable return nonetheless. Rahul had enjoyed good runs and returns in South Africa in the first test against England as well, but then missed the rest of the series. He returns and would expect to slot back into India's top 6. And point number 3, despite all these batters and keepers returning, Sarfaraz Khan gets to hold on to his spot in the test side. Sarfaraz, like Jurel, had made his debut in the tests against England earlier in the year, and he'd had quite a bright start to his test career, 3 half-centuries in 5 innings in that series for Sarfaraz. And despite the returns of Pant and Rahul, you may think that it's hard for Sarfaraz to possibly have a starting spot now, because look at that top 6 and you think it picks itself. There's Rohit, Jaiswal, Gill, Kohli, Pant and Rahul. But this could be a meaningful nod in Sarfaraz's favour. He now knows that even with everyone fit and available, he is part of India's core test setup as things stand.